Have you ever wondered how your ears can pick up the faintest whisper, the loudest cheer, or the sweet melody of your favorite song, all in just a matter of seconds? Well, get ready, because we're about to take a deep dive into the incredible journey of a sound wave as it travels from the world around you, through your ear, and all the way into your brain. It's a story of tiny vibrations, microscopic heroes, and split-second science magic that happens every time you hear anything at all. So let's follow a single sound wave on its epic adventure, and discover how your ears decode sound in seconds. It all begins with a vibration. Imagine someone clapping their hands, a bird chirping, or a car honking its horn. Each of these actions creates a disturbance in the air, tiny invisible ripples that spread out in all directions. These ripples are what we call sound waves. They travel through the air at incredible speeds, moving much faster than you can run, and they're completely invisible to the naked eye. But just because you can't see them, doesn't mean they're not there. In fact, right now, your room is filled with countless sound waves bouncing off walls, furniture, and even you. These waves are constantly zipping through the air, carrying information about the world around you. Now let's zoom in on your outer ear, the part you can see on the side of your head. It might look simple, but it's actually a marvel of natural engineering. Think of your outer ear as a giant satellite dish, perfectly shaped to catch those traveling sound waves. The curves and folds of your ear aren't just for looks, they help funnel sound waves right into the ear canal, making sure you don't miss a thing. Whether it's the softest whisper or the loudest shout, your outer ear is always on the job, collecting sounds from every direction and sending them on their way. Once the sound waves are funneled into your ear canal, they reach their next destination, the eardrum. Picture the eardrum as a super-sensitive trampoline stretched tight across the end of your ear canal. When sound waves hit it, the eardrum starts to vibrate, bouncing back and forth with every little change in air pressure. These vibrations are incredibly fast and precise, matching the rhythm and intensity of the original sound. Whether it's the deep thump of a bass drum or the high-pitched ring of a bell, your eardrum captures every nuance, setting the stage for the next step in the journey. But the adventure doesn't stop there. Just behind the eardrum are three of the tiniest bones in your entire body, known as the ossicles. They have some pretty cool nicknames: the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. These bones are so small that all three together could fit on a single penny, and they're lighter than a jelly bean. When the eardrum vibrates, it sets the hammer in motion, which then moves the anvil, and finally the stirrup. This chain reaction is like a microscopic game of telephone, passing the vibrations along with incredible accuracy. But these bones do more than just relay the message, they actually amplify the sound, making it stronger and clearer as it moves deeper into your ear. The amplified vibrations are now ready for the next leg of their journey, the inner ear. Here, they enter a remarkable structure called the cochlea. If you've ever seen a snail shell, you already have a pretty good idea of what the cochlea looks like. It's a spiral-shaped, fluid-filled chamber tucked deep inside your head, and it's the true powerhouse of your hearing system. The cochlea is lined with thousands of tiny specialized cells that are about to play a starring role in decoding sound. Inside the cochlea, you'll find rows upon rows of microscopic hair cells. These aren't hairs like the ones on your head. They're actually delicate, hair-like structures that wave and sway in response to movement. There are thousands of these hair cells, each tuned to respond to different frequencies of sound. Some are sensitive to deep, rumbling bass notes, while others pick up the highest, most piercing tones. Together they form a living, vibrating orchestra, ready to interpret every sound that comes their way. When the vibrations from the ossicles reach the cochlea, they set the fluid inside it in motion. This movement causes the hair cells to sway back and forth, almost like a field of grass blowing in the wind. But these hair cells don't just move randomly, they dance in perfect time with the sound, each one responding to a specific pitch or frequency. Imagine a crowd at a concert, all moving to the beat of the music. That's what's happening inside your cochlea every time you hear a sound. The hair cells are the ultimate fans, grooving along to every note, every beat, and every word. But the real magic happens when these dancing hair cells turn their movement into something your brain can understand. As the hair cells sway, they generate tiny electrical impulses, like little sparks of information. Each impulse carries a coded message about the sound, its pitch, its volume, its rhythm, and even its direction. This is the moment when sound is transformed from a simple vibration into a language your brain can interpret. It's like translating a secret code, and your hair cells are the master decoders. These electrical signals don't waste any time. They race up a special pathway called the auditory nerve, which acts like a superhighway connecting your ear to your brain. The journey is lightning fast, faster than you can blink. Along the way, the signals are sorted, organized, and sent to different parts of your brain that specialize in processing sound. Some areas figure out what the sound is, others determine where it's coming from, and still others help you recognize familiar voices, songs, or warning signals. It's a complex, high-speed relay that happens in a fraction of a second every time you hear anything at all. And then, in the blink of an eye, your brain puts it all together. Suddenly you know exactly what you're hearing. Maybe it's the opening notes of your favorite song, and you can't help but smile. Or maybe it's the sharp call of your name from across the room, and you instantly turn your head. Sometimes it's a sudden loud noise that makes you jump in surprise. Your brain doesn't just recognize the sound, it also triggers emotions, memories, and even physical reactions. That's why music can make you feel happy or sad, and why a loud bang can make your heart race. Your ears and brain are working together seamlessly to help you navigate the world. So, the next time you hear something amazing, a beautiful piece of music, the laughter of a friend, or even just the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind, take a moment to appreciate the incredible science happening inside your head. Your ears and brain are pulling off a complex, high-speed magic trick every single second, turning invisible waves into the soundtrack of your life. From the tiniest vibration in the air to the rich world of sound you experience every day, it's all thanks to the remarkable journey of a sound wave and the amazing teamwork of your ears and brain. Isn't that something worth listening to?